actually from Dallas. He has been involved in the arts community here forever. He co-founded the Allen Street Gallery, the Center for Visual Communications, and he actually taught at Collin County Community College for 9 years. In 1969, he started working as a commercial photographer for magazines like Forbes, Time, Rolling Stone, Vogue, D magazine here in Dallas. He's done work for them. He's worked for everybody. He shot stars like Katharine Hepburn and John Travolta, Paul Newman. This was actually an interview with Katharine Hepburn about the play Coco here in Dallas, and this was an image Gary captured during that interview. This is the Tobias series. This all stems from an interview Gary saw on Fresh Air with Tobias Wolff, the writer who teaches at Stanford. He's written a couple novels, most recently a novel called Old School. And Gary felt like he could really relate to a lot of things Tobias was speaking about in the interview. And so he created this Tobias character. And this was Gary's way of making fun of art. He wasn't speaking from Tobias's perspective or about Tobias or about himself even. It was just him sort of making light of art and using Tobias as this sort of like pseudonym. So that's how these were started, and a lot of people like to think that it's Gary's subconscious or it's a true story, but it's not. These are enlarged Polaroids, and the subject of these Polaroids has a lot to do with John Lennon. He died in 1980, and on the day of his assassination, a special ran on the Tomorrow Show with Tom Snyder. And Gary was watching it, listening to the TV, and he was snapping photos of the television as it was airing. And he enlarged the Polaroids and sort of created this sequence of the tribute that was paid to him on the show that evening in this work. Same thing with the John Wayne piece. This was also done on the day John Wayne passed away. And Gary was shooting images of the Tomorrow Show again. And that's how this one came to be also. This is Yui Kugamiya. She's from Tokyo, Japan. She now lives in Brooklyn. She graduated from Yale School of Art and Painting. She incorporates a lot of animal features instead of human figures into her work to eliminate national or geographic specificity and instead focus on universal qualities. You can see a lot of cats in her work, actually. The work is sort of scratched through to reveal underlying colors and textures. She uses a lot of faux furs, felt, yarn. In her paintings, they're very dimensional. The use of color is always very vivid. She also creates digital stop-motion animation from her paintings. Mm-hmm. This is Roberta Harris. She graduated from UT Austin. She also went to Parsons School of Design in New York. The pieces on the wall right here are actually from the late 70s. There's such a contrast to what she's doing presently. I thought they'd be a great way to introduce her into HCG Gallery, showing people where she came from, because I think she's headed in such a new direction. I was in her studio recently and saw some of the things she's working on, and I think people will really be amazed, but I wanted to really show them where she came from, and this was a great way to do it, because I don't think a lot of people associate her with work of this style. She's a part of numerous corporate collections, including the MTV corporate collection, Frito-Lay corporate collection. She was at one time the most collected artist in the MTV corporate collection. This is a piece from 2002. The paper collage works are just amazing. It's wallpaper, and it almost